evening, everybody. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and welcome to London, England. We're at the Royal 6 rounds in the light heavyweight division. And the anticipation has grown as the week has gone on. A lot of talk behind these two. Now it's to walk the walk.
Okay, guys, we went over the rules in the dressing room. Let's touch gloves.
When you get a fight like this, everybody's been talking about, it's always so interesting to see these opening moments here in round number 1. Elbows in, blocks the body shot. Focus. You see how he comes over the top with that left hand. Well-placed shot there. So he decides to go downstairs early on, and I think he'll be happy with that decision later on.
Well, it tells you that he's a well-prepared fighter. His corner came in here with a good game plan. They understood what they had in front of him. A guy that's going to move a little bit. Start going downstairs, taking the air out of the tires, and later on, he'll be in front of you.
The last thing either guy wants to be here, Teddy, is one-dimensional.
The last thing you want to be in anything to be successful is one-dimensional. I mean, if you're a comedian, you don't want to be saying the same jokes all the time. Your crowd's not going to be there. Well, your opponent is going to be there all night long if you do the same thing.
That right hand serving him well. Well, he's throwing it, but just missed. Isn't landing it. Unable to score with the hook. A well-targeted jab that time.
And that's exactly what you need when you want to stay on the outside. Something to keep you away from your opponent.
Right down the middle. You have to start throwing in volume in there. Throw in volume. Listen, you're not working. You're not working. You're not working on anything we worked on. You're not double jabbing. You gotta work this kid, you understand? You got to keep working. Listen to me.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. Able to dismiss it. He clinches when he gets to the inside. Blocks that punch. And now he brings the left hand upstairs. He snaps a jab. Good way to protect the midsection. Off target with that hook. Good looking right hand after he got hit. Halfway through round number 2. Keeping his hands up, getting way of his opponent's effort. A little head hunting with the right. That left hand over the top, he's accurate with it. Look at this, another punch able to land. We're early on in this fight, he's going for it.
Yeah, you wonder if he's got a car waiting outside.
Come on, kid, focus.
We count down the final moments of this round. And that's the end of round 2. Well, we've seen this before, a fighter with a bad cut, and sometimes a fighter that now has a much greater sense of urgency.
Yeah, right now, if he was gambling, if he was in a casino, he's rolling the dice. He's hoping to come up with 7.
Listen to me. The best defense is to throw punches. You need to throw more punches. That'll keep them away.
Good action throughout. We'll see if it keeps up in this round of what has been a very even fight. Do you see any way in which he can take his opponent's aggression and turn it against him?
Yeah, the perfect way. I mean, boxing 101, counterpunching. You got a guy coming at you, no better way than to change his mind. Make him miss, make him pay.
Not the most accurate uppercut you'll see. Not able to land the uppercut. Flush shot, it was the overhand left. I like that step back right there. Just enough to be out of danger, but still close enough to then land the counterpunch.
Well, that's what happens when you have that kind of experience. You're calm enough to know that range. Know where the beginning of the punch and the end of the punch is.
It's working the box.
Coming to the halfway point of this 3rd round.
Come on, kid, focus.
right hand lands flush.
Head movement.
And that's the end of round 3.
When he misses with a punch, counter. Don't look for just big punches, okay? Use your speed. Double up the punches. I want to see combos.
Don't worry about it. Get in your rhythm, okay? I want to see more jabs.
All right, let's look at Teddy's scorecard after 3 rounds, and you can see that he's up by just a round, but I think it's fair to say that it's anybody's fight at this point. Nice work to the midsection with the left. Just missed with that punch.
Keep working the body.
Focus, relax.
Not much action as he just ties up. Little head hunting never hurt, does it with the hook. Not hitting his mark there going upstairs.
Keep moving. Keep moving. Nice work. Nice work.
Halfway through round number 4.
Nice.
Distance, such a key factor always, Teddy, when it comes to defense. With his good foot movement, he's been keeping that distance. His opponent, how does he close that gap properly?
Well, first of all, he's got to use his jab to close it because he's getting picked off coming in. He's getting pot shotted. So he's got to have something coming at his opponent that keeps him distracted. Use that jab. Now, don't use it conventionally, Joe. You're jabbing at the head, you're not finding nothing. You're just finding space. So jab a little lower. Drop the sights a little bit. Jab at his chest. Just so you touch something, and then you can work your way in. You can start to find them a little.
More punches.
Double up your punches. Jab, jab.
4th round now with its last 10 seconds. All right, Teddy, let me put you back in your old job here. You're going to be trainer here. Now, we're just coming off of a round there. We're clearly, I think he won the round, but it's a close, competitive fight that your guys probably win.
Yeah, I know what not to tell him. I'm not telling him he's winning. That's what I'm not telling him. I want to make sure that he keeps his edge. You know, he stays smart and everything, but the only reason that I think he's up is because he's keeping the punch output. He's staying sharp defensively. You know, he's still attacking in the spots that he should attack. I want to keep it that way.
Stand here and watch you take those shots. You understand me? Let's see some.
Another round, and if it keeps up with the rest of them, it'll be closely contested and hard to score. Really frustrating his opponent now, as he's so defensively sound, it doesn't make for an easy target.
No, it doesn't, and it makes for a very frustrating night for his opponent. I see his opponent now, if you notice, he's getting a little tentative. He's afraid to let the punches go because when he misses, he's worried he's going to leave an opening.
Mistargeted.
You got this. one. Keep working the jab.
You see him holding on. Well-placed left hand there.
Keep focused.
He takes a shot and then commits to giving one right back. Off the mark.
Get out of the way.
Still plenty of time to work here in round number 5. Minute and a half to go.
That's what I want to see.
Way to block there.
Keep moving.
There's a nice left hand able to get in. Why is his opponent struggling so much here? Why can he not land a clean headshot?
Well, one reason is his opponent is moving his head. He's doing a good job of being elusive, but there's no change. He's just throwing straight, naked punches at him. He needs to make a little adjustment, a little adaptation. He needs to feint a little bit, get a false movement, get him out of position, get him off balance, and then time him a little bit. He keeps just throwing at him. He's going to keep doing what he's doing, move air around.
Just off the mark with that punch. Final 10 seconds of this 5th round. End of the round is upon us, and we have a fighter in front of us who just looks gassed. He looks tired. Now, Teddy, what can he do to overcome that when this fight starts back up?
Well, first of all, this is where you search into those corners that you're not forced to search. Kind of like when you were a kid and your mother told you to clean your room and go into those little nooks and crannies where you never knew there was dirt. Now you got to start looking into nooks and crannies inside yourself. Places you didn't know were there before. You better find them. You better find them quick.
They put forth a good effort throughout. Now one more meeting. The final round is here. Flush shot. The left hand came in. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there.
There you go.
And he just holds on there.
Watch the hook.
That punch just close.
Finish with the hook.
Just a minute and a half left in the fight.
Keep working the body.
Keeps his hands up defensively, protecting the head. He's got that certain something that's a well-acquired skill in this craft of boxing. and that is superb defense, and it's on target tonight.
It is. The old timers would say, you know, that's the hard thing, is to learn defense. You know, the easy part, the fun part is let your hands go. So he's got the hard part down. Guess what? He's enjoying the fun part right now because of it.
More punches. You're doing great.
And he engages in the clinch.
Punch. In and out. In and out.
10 seconds to go in this, the final round. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Well, you should lose your judge's license if you have it any other way but the obvious here, Teddy.
Yeah, if they do that, I want to put those guys on a poster, a wanted poster, that you don't want them.
Here's our ring announcer. Seemed like he was destined to win throughout the fight. Teddy, your scorecard showed that, and the judges agree. Unanimous decision.
Yeah, he was destined to win because he kept using that jab all night long and outworking his opponent.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. That does it ringside. We'll see you next time.